I mean, Two-Face is out there giving us some entertainment, so
Well, what do you think of that story?
I think the lesson there is to not pick sides when couples have fights. Just watch it and enjoy the fights, and feel sorry for whoever is on the losing side, and then move on. Because I don't, yeah, I think that, yeah. Because Two-Face posted it yesterday and said that, please beg her to marry me.
Mm.
And then
But
next day he has proposed to her.
but wasn't that cruise?
Which Chris was? He's proposed to the babe. Like, what's remaining? That means he was cheating on his wife already.
What do you mean?
He was already cheating on his wife with the babe.
No, but what if they have already dissolved the marriage before he came online to say what he said?
No, but we now looking at the whole thing, you know that is the reason why the marriage ended.
Why are you so? You talk like you're so sure.
I'm sure now. I think
you can't talk like you're so sure.
Nah, I'm
Because
kind of sure that's what happened.
They probably might have just resolved the marriage before coming online. Don't forget, all this thing happened when all this thing came to Damlight when she went for that Young, Famous, and whatever TV reality show, and all the things that happened, and that was when all this thing happened. And this show was not just screen. You know what I mean? This show, they have screened it, everything had happened, and they just brought it up maybe after like maybe 2, 3. How long does it take Netflix to put up a new show?
I have no idea. Maybe a week to put a new.
Steve, come on, Steven, go get this gist. Steve, I beg.
She go there hang out to the
Steve, I beg, come give us this gist. But that's what I think, because I mean nobody knew about this aside from 6-5 years ago. Aside from 6-5 years ago when she came online and was screaming, "Oh, Two-Face is running to America, blah 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 blah," and then she went to a reality TV show. So it was in that reality TV show that a lot of people started suspecting things. Oh, she's overly loving this guy. This guy is not respectful. Blah blah blah.
That Two-Face is not respectful.
Yeah, because Two-Face went to the reality show, and then Two-Face literally was saying something about polygamy, how he would, you know, endorse, or he's more than happy to get another wife while the wife was there. You know, so
why she was there?
She was just seated there, you know. And then
I don't know about
you don't have respect. You don't have respect for your wife. And then
but do you think
now said, you know what? Annie now said something. And he said, Two-Face made me first, but my first child with Two-Face is Two-Face's 5th child. You know what I mean? So Two-Face has been that guy way back, you know.
So
Two-Face has been that guy way back.
Why do women?
So the question is, if Two-Face have shown you this is who I am, why do you think Two-Face is gonna change in marriage? Why do you think Two-Face will now change after he has said to everyone on the internet, "I'm not doing it again"? You know what I'm saying? So the red flags have always been there, you know. But I think she just wanted to be the one that would be like, "Yeah, I got him."
I was talking to someone the other day, and I said that I haven't seen men in polygamous relationship.
Dano, happy birthday to our guy.
Oh, that's true.
16th birthday, Mr. Daniel. Love you, mate.
And happy 60th birthday.
16 to 16.
So you're calling his wife the pedophile with that now? Because Daniel is on that age.
I bet you check whether Steve don't send you request. Steve, come on gist now. We're gonna wait in this up.
So wait, but I have a question. What attracts women to men like Two-Face?
Are you kidding me? Two-Face is a fine boy.
It's not about no. It's not about him being a fine boy.
He has a fine boy. He has money. He has influence. He's popular. This guy. What attracts women to you when you get level?
So let me rephrase my question. I'm talking about the behavior. Two-Face's behavior. What attracts women to those kind of men? You know fully well that this is the kind of person he is. But for some reason,
they think he will change. A lot of women think I will be the one to change him.
Yeah, but what is the thing that pulls them to him? Because even if Two-Face wasn't rich, for example, Yoruba demons are not rich all the time, right? But you just have these girls just going towards those kind of guys also, even without money. See financial stability. I'm talking of
Financial.
the attitude.
Yeah,
No, let's
they ignore
again
the
take
attitude.
out the
What do you
money.
they ignore?
No,
Okay, how about people that are known to be abusive partners? They've divorced the first wife, divorced the second one, divorced the third one, but women still marry them. They know, I think the antecedents is out there. They don't care. They no send. As
so
long as
what
they
is
go through
attracting them
boss,
to those guys?
everything,
No, even
everything.
if because it's not take out the money part, right? Because rich men would get divorced, get divorced regardless.
Mm.
So what is pulling women to these honor guys that are very much unavailable, that are very like, do you understand? That are screaming red flags.
But but you know the good
Says
thing
good
is that, right? The good
sex.
thing,
How many good sex?
the good
Savior
thing.
mentality. That's a very good answer. Savior
But I
mentality.
said it now. I'll say, yeah.
Savior
Very good
mentality.
point.
That's a good one.
King, I beg, come online. King,
Now
how to? I
you're
beg,
talking.
come and elaborate this savior mentality. I beg, if you have 2 seconds. That's a very good point. Uh,
They want to save him. They think they can
mm.
save him. Ah,
They think I'm gonna be the one to change him. Yeah, but this guy has always been there. The flags have been there. Like, what are you like? I don't know.
but
Mm.
just you now. Let's come back to you
Mm.
now. What is your what is there anything wrong with polygamy? What are your thoughts on polygamy?
um, voila.
Okay, let's not go there. Let's not go down to polygamy first. Let's just start with very basic
Problem.
questions. Like
Mm.
the basic questions is, and I'll tell you where I'm coming from with the questions. What do you think?
Mm.
What do I think women know what they want from relationships? Most women know exactly what they want in
Mm.
life.
Mm.
What do men want? You, what do you want as a guy? No, like seriously, I'm not joking. I'm not like
Uh, I think number one, I think the top list is just respect and peace of
respect.
mind. Mm. Peace
So,
of
but when
mind.
you say
You know,
respect and
like
peace of mind, is
that these are non-negotiable. Every man will tell you that.
so is
You know,
this
you
in the
don't want to be
context of a relationship?
context of relationships at the end of the day. You want to be in a relationship that will translate into
But
marriage.
relationship is
Mm.
one part of your life. Marriage is
King
one part of your
Huta,
life.
No,
Hunta,
what's
I
going
agree
on?
though.
Babilamento.
I agree now.
It's been a while, man. Happy New Year.
That the same to you, same to you.
Mm.
Is Adams on maternity leave?
Adam is on maternity leave. Oh.
Oh, good.
So
Adam
I,
has
I
Um,
was
finished.
asking
Mm.
Chris a question before we go back to Two Face.
mm,
I'll now rephrase my question. Do you think men are polygamous by nature?
ah, I don't think so. I don't think so. I
But
think
both of you are married, so you can't really give me good
well,
answers.
well that's a
You need to be smart like that.
so there are two sides to that answer.
Mm.
Um, I think it depends on where you are brought up.
Mm.
Mm.
If you're asking those of us from Africa, we might give you the answer that, yes, men are polygamous. But you will notice when you ask, maybe probably the white ones,
Mm.
they
Mm.
don't reason that way because they are brought up in the sense that it's one man, one wife. As a matter of fact, that can even handle two. If one
Yes.
even marry you and divorce you, your life has scattered.
Mm.
So
Mm.
how can you even handle divorce from two women? You
Mm.
don't have life again.
Mm.
So it's because of where we are from that makes it look like um, maybe polygamy is okay. However, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. People where they do them, they know that.
Mm.
Some of them even live longer. So yeah, to each
So,
his own self. It's just how you were brought up.
so
Yes.
Simply.
the reason why I asked the question is because when I say are men polygamous by nature, I kind of think all men are polygamous by nature, and out not all men,
There's
99.9%
merit
of men,
there's merit to that anyways.
99.9% of men are polygamous by nature. However, some of them have discipline and self control.
And I think everybody will agree with that notion from an extent. So if you say, okay, maybe there is nothing like polygamy or there's nothing like maybe marriage contract, and everybody can do what they want, Sodom and Gomorrah. All right, there is a very high possibility that you're going to see people having more than one partner. There is a high possibility because even Bible says caution you say now why may you go marry so you can take your eyes off the street because if
But
your
you know that
eyes
everything has a peak.
mm,
Even
not really.
marriage, everything has a peak. Everything in this life you do has a peak.
What do you mean?
So it, like, how do I put it now? If you watch, if you enjoy playing soccer, for example, if you play soccer long enough, it will get to a point where it would mean nothing to you. If you drink coffee long enough, you'll get to a point where it will just be a regular drink you drink every day. It
Law of
won't entice you.
diminishing marginal return, or what do they call it? Once
So,
you do something to an extent, you to get somewhere and you're not
marriage,
feeling that way anymore.
I think the peak of marriage is when it becomes duty, right? Where it's just, okay, we have to do this. We're doing this. We're in this together. We'll continue this. Like, I think it gets to that point. And then some people are like, oh, okay, I'm going to divorce. And then they divorce. And some people say, no, this is part of the marriage. And they continue.
So it depends on the
That's what
problem
I
is
think.
advice is not the sweet when you are younger.
Advice.
Advice, the sweet when you are younger. So when the older people are advising you when you are younger about marriage, the sweet for your ears. So if your maybe parent or uncles were advising you that time that okay, when you are going into marriage, don't marry for looks, this one, that one, that one. That the sweet for ears because you see the one way get bigger something with the one way get smaller. You go look say, is this uncle? No, how I go leave this one, marry this one. But what they don't see is the look to get to a point where you get used to the look. They will always say any beautiful woman out there, there's always maybe someone out there that is tired of doing it.
Yep.
It's like that. So the advice is always go with your common interest. If you and I maybe like something, my likes, the things that I like since I was young, I still like them till today. Right? So if two of us bonded on things we liked and not maybe looks or maybe sex, because sex, even after time, there's just so much styles you can do. You get to a point you cannot create new style. You just cannot kill yourself.
Okay, so for example now, sorry, continue.
So if you bonded on real life matters, the things are your goals, things you want to build together. Yep. I'm not saying looks is not important. Don't get me wrong. It's not like you marry who you know if you turn for midnight to look in face. That's not what I'm saying. At least you go feel look who you marry. All right. But if you bonded on other important issues for marriage, but the problem is people use the mentality of boyfriend to enter marriage. Because that's the way you do school. You can marry the cutest person. You know what I mean? You not even know what will happen in 2 years when I don't break up. So they will use that mentality to enter marriage. In 2 years, it can't be like, okay, we have done all this time, finish now. What do we even know about each other? What do we like about each other? We don't like anything.
So you see what I'm saying, right? When you say you've done everything and then you're asking these questions, what do you like about each other? I think for women, and I might be wrong, but that's my assumption, is that the peak for a woman is get married and then have kids. That's the peak, right? Any other thing after that is maybe your career. But I'm talking of within the context of just like relationship and all that. I don't think if a woman has kids, like 4 kids, for example, I genuinely do not think that she's out there looking for a man to marry her. She's okay with the one she has at home.
So it depends. Your friend circle also is a problem.
What?
Your friend circle.
But just generally speaking, right? Most of them are okay with the
man
they have at home.
Let me hear what King is saying about the friend circle.
So your friend circle is an issue. We always hear of all these stories, especially from the UK or Western countries. You carry your woman come, una don born, then she come dey make friends with some people who don't divorce. Small by small, everything you do begins to get irritating because the person where they live bad life no go tell you the truth. Example go be if you know anybody will join cult for school, or else you are very close to that person, they'll paint it to you like it's the life.
Yes.
Come and join.
Yes.
But if you are very close to who join, the person go clear you say, guy, no try am. So the divorced ladies who always point it out like they're living their best life, they will not paint what the fatherless angle is for them. So it's always
more like misery loves company.
So I don't listen to any. No man can tell me what to do. So this freedom mentality will set in, and if you have maybe your friend group, maybe 3 out of 5 would have done divorce, and it looks like they make it look like they're living a freer life. Your woman said go begin reason, and maybe one day when she want to do something, you tackle and say, why you go to do this kind of thing? As the husband, the way you supposed to be, you're gonna be like, say this my other friend. She could just wake up one morning, do what she want. You go distress me. Then you go the reason the divorce. Now after they don't do one, they'll come reason and say, okay, this wasn't the life.
I think the only reason why women actually divorce men is because they are incentivized to divorce men. That's the only reason why. So all the things you mentioned,
if the friend circle,
even if the friend circle, right, is filled up with divorces, I can guarantee you that if the woman was in Nigeria, she would not divorce men. It's the incentive to divorce. That's why women divorce.
No, even Nigeria now start picking up steam. And the reason why Nigeria start picking up steam in divorce rates is the lifestyle mentality. So during our mother's time, they will tell you the truth. They will clear you waiting marriage they are about, the good, bad, and the ugly. Some of them will let you know, say, okay, it's not as rosy as you think it is. It's a learning process. So most of them, they go look, say, even if my husband do this or my wife do this, it's not enough reason to divorce.
Back my boots.
Right today, small thing where your partner do you is emotional no, what's the word? Emotional abuse.
Let me explain what I was trying to say is in Nigeria you don't have all these laws that tie the man and
alimony and child support kind of laws
and all that stuff, right? In the West, you have all these rules and regulations. Once you get married to someone, the government is in your business already, and because of that, the man is always on the losing end when it comes to divorce. So, because the guy is always going to be on the losing end, and the woman knows fully well that all she needs to do is file for divorce and say she's unhappy, right? It's easy for her to do that because the guy is at the mercy of the woman at this point. So she can easily do it. So every little thing could easily irritate her. And what I think the real thing that has happened is that women don't divorce men that they think are better than them and they look up to. She would never divorce you.
True.
Never. But the moment she feels like she has more power than you, she'll see you small and she can feel like she will divorce you and then get somebody else. And that's where they go down the path of divorcing and then they become single and then it's like, oh shit, it's not green outside. That's how it happens. If the incentive wasn't there to divorce people, divorce rate to be very low. It's because you can actually get rich by doing this. Like there's an incentive to do this thing. That's why they do it.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. That over here in the Western countries, it favors women more, either way.
Okay.
So
my question now is: so why do men still jump into the thing?
The thing is, you go need to marry. I always say something.
It's a question I'm asking. I'm not.
Emmanuel looks at. I think it's on this chat. There was a day I was talking to Emmanuel, and I told him that I envy single guys now. No, not envy. Like I'm sorry for single guys now. The reason why is I think dating looks like Mission Impossible in today's world. Like if I was single now, it's going to be a crazy affair. Like
nobody.
How to filter out who you go marry. Now, like, now insane sports in today's world. So, because everything around you, even if you pick somebody from church, there was a time when they'll tell you to go and maybe marry somebody from church. But now even church gone, the head is not correct in the church anymore. So even if you go marry
The head is
who
not
goes
correct to the church.
you are not sure that you are marrying somebody who has a straightforward mentality. And somebody wrote that both men and women are influenced by their friends. I would say the percentage is not the same. As to say, as a guy, I got married when all my friends were not married. It's not, I will not look at my friends and say, okay, oh, this my friend don't divorce, this my friend divorced. It is not enticing. There's nothing a friend of mine can do that will say would influence how I would live my own life as a married man.
Yeah.
Men are not easily moved like that. Men are moved by facts, logic. So you have to prove to that man that actually divorcing practically improves their life.
So now, if we go back to what I said about men being naturally polygamous, I think all the men who would tell you that, oh, it's one man to one woman, I kind of feel like if it's not self-discipline, then lack of opportunity.
See, self-discipline is
lack
the
of
key.
lack of opportunity. What do you mean lack of opportunity?
Lack of opportunity is correct, because if you be guy will be say women know they throw themselves at you and you are claiming one man, one wife. You don't you are not there yet.
Like you don't have
You don't have the
enough,
options. That's why
you don't
you're
have
on one wife.
money, you don't have
So
the resources.
exactly, you only know somebody's true character when they have the resources to actually be a bad person, but they choose not to. So someone like Idibiana that I'm using as example, get self-discipline. We know that one since he started his career. All of us know. No be secret.
Hold on. You say he doesn't have self-discipline, but that's just to you. He doesn't have
No,
self-discipline.
there's
To
difference
me,
between polygamy
to
and
me,
not having self-discipline. There are two things though.
to me, Two-Face is being true to himself.
No, you see, now where we will not mix up.
That
There's
is what you
difference
call
between being
raw
polygamous.
honesty.
There's difference between being polygamous and you not having self-control. You being polygamous, you can say, maybe in your religion, maybe a Muslim, for instance, you marry your first wife, and she don't already know say second wife could come, right? Yes, that's a different ballgame. Another ballgame is anytime you are in the vicinity of a semi-attractive woman, you won't climb down. That's not polygamy anymore. You're not living your true self. Now this thing they control you. So that one you don't have self-control. You have no discipline. And that's what seems like. I don't know the man face to face, but it seems like that's what he's about. But the other flip side of it is we all knew it wasn't a big deal. Even the man they sing out for a song. Say enter the place if
Like what this Abiola wrote. Being true to yourself could mean you lack self-discipline.
Exactly. He lacks self-discipline.
But he's
not
true
polygamous,
to
he's
himself.
just indiscipline. No, you see, that being true to yourself, when we flip it and women start saying it, we don't like it. Because if a woman starts saying, I want a man to love me for me, and she don't get good behavior, what we go do? We go criticize the girl now.
No,
King, I want to ask you one question, because you said something very, very important before you obviously, say this. You said something about, if you were single, to filter out who to marry would be a problem. Why do you think that is? Why do you think that's the case?
You see, probably when we were dating, right? I'm talking like maybe I'm already in my 40s. I'm not that old. So, but a bit back, social media wasn't what it is today, right? It's the influence you and even your girlfriend will get is from your immediate circle. There was very little influence from maybe celebrities and all. You can like a celebrity and crush on them because maybe they're musician or the person is an artist. But their lifestyle, we don't see it day to day like we see it today. Just like all these female musicians that will make maybe being single mother like it's some career goal, right? But back then, we were not seeing it. Even if they were single mothers, we were not seeing it. So our girlfriends were getting their orientation from their immediate circle, which would be their mother, their grandmother, their aunties, like that. So you can easily filter the ones that don't come from good family. Once you see that the mother and the grandmother did not marry for long, you'll be suspicious that okay, if I say this son no go take for husband house, you get. Or you see that all our friends, their living lifestyle, if you say it don't make sense, you can easily filter it out. But in today's world, even if she was living under the roof of her mother who was teaching her correctly, the moment she's exposed to all these celebrity lifestyles, it now has to do with her own self-discipline to know if she's influenced by what she sees online, because everybody wants to trend. You want to follow trend. Everybody's doing this. I want to do it too. It looks like everybody's living single mother. Let's live it together. So today,
you think it's trending? Is a trending thing? Everybody wants to kind of be very fashionable, and then you think getting divorced and trying to be a single mother is a thing. It's fashion.
So let me ask you a question. Have you ever been? I don't drink, right? Have you ever been in a situation where you are the only one that doesn't do something that everybody does?
Yes.
How easy is it for you to have a conversation in that circle?
Difficult.
When
you start doing it.
Anytime I hang out with my friends, even though they drink, we go there beer parlor, you could believe say because all the table go down full. So you don't go know who they drink what. So when it comes to the guys who get a bit irritated at the fact that they are getting drunk and I'm just there enjoying my life without drink. I go drink months, but when you see me mixing with people, you go believe saying I me drink fast. But I don't drink.
But they said that we're talking about influence. We keep
talking. I know.
Like
so the problem now, because of my own probably self-discipline in that regard, it didn't push me to say I want to maybe start drinking. But I know guys that when they got into that kind of circle, I had to start drinking something. Before they knew it increased over time. Now the divorce circle, I made the example before that if a circle, maybe 3 out of 5 of them don't divorce, and they're making it seem like the lifestyle is good. The celebrity they are following online is divorced, and she's making it seem like the lifestyle is okay. All the stories they are hearing, maybe you invite one single mother that will come here. Aside from that, I've forgotten that lady. That one, I still owe her money. That South African lady. Aside from that one, it's very real. Most of them will not want
the one that was organizing the whole famous thing, that reality TV show.
No. On this
on Daper TV. Wendy.
Yeah. I've forgotten her name. I think she's the one. Aside from her, she's very real. Most of the single mothers want to paint you the picture. Nobody wants to spread their.
Okay, wait. Abiola is saying that this brother keeps talking like influence only applies to women.
No, he applies to men. Don't get. I said it's not the same percentage. It's not the same percentage. It's not like I'm saying men are not.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
I think maybe we put more. We try to control women more than how I feel like men have more opportunity to be reckless than women, and that's why this conversation
is focusing
on women.
No, if you had said that maybe 10 years ago, I would have agreed with you. But in 2025, men don't even have the margin for error anymore.
How?
This brother.
Now, imagine you have maybe a lady on this. No, the thing is, imagine you have a lady on this live video. Probably it's not maybe Daper, it's not the Daper podcast. We're just having normal video call. You will realize that when we are joking around, when it comes to the lady, you will tame your tongue to an extent. Because whatever you say tomorrow morning can be sexual harassment. It's as simple as that. Whatever you say, regardless of how you meant it or how it was intended, can be sexual harassment tomorrow morning. Before, most people always find partners at work. You can see where I'm going to. Most people find their partners at work. Today, you cannot even joke with your partner, with your colleagues anyhow, your female colleagues, because if you go talk something, HR will email you in 5 minutes. 5 minutes after you talk that joke, HR don't email you. But let's twist it the other way. Anytime I'm on live, probably I'm having a meeting with my colleagues, and my son walks in. Everybody, I'm the only man in my group. I'm a social worker. So when they walk in and they see my son, they're always saying very sweet things. Oh, it's so cute. Oh, you and your wife make cute babies, blah, blah, blah. And one day I thought of it that let's switch the genders. That I am a female and I'm in the middle of maybe all male staff. And my son walks in. Do you think they'll be free? They'll be making comments about how I'm reproducing.
Okay, this conversation has gone south.
So why I'm saying that men have little margin for error, I have to explain it. Because it always seems like we are always going after the women's fault. That is what we are made to think. But women today, a woman today can open body, do OnlyFans, and she will still have people to defend her. That she's doing it because of her trauma experience. She's doing it because she had no option again. Some people would still defend the bad decision. When she was having skinny past that time, people still go defend her and say, no be just sex, everybody they do them now. What is the big deal there? Women in Nigeria, popular celebrities, have been divorcing. Nobody did anything to them. The first guy, the two-faced Libya, now will come say, I want to divorce. We won't kill him. Now, does the statement make sense now? Two-faced, by himself, he didn't quarrel with the lady. He didn't come out to maybe put any maybe blasphemous post out there, which the other women that have been doing it when they want to break up is abusive with no evidence. A good number of them, it was an abusive marriage. When you ask them for evidence, they will not say it's emotional abuse. Because emotional abuse, you don't need evidence. All you need is your statement. But now that a man came out, that okay, me and this woman is not working out. Before we start maybe punching ourselves, let's go our separate ways. Everybody say, no, he's not supposed to do like that. Why? Why is it that it's the man's own now that is national discussion?
You know why?
Do we discuss when to come out about divorce? Did we discuss? No, nobody discussed.
I know, like I feel you 100%. And I even wrote and then I shared it on my social media, this very point that you are saying. But on the second thought, and I think that look, that babe went through a lot, child. That babe had gone through so many things with you, Baba. Like
she did not go through anything.
Chill now, make I come now. Chill now, make I come. Like she had gone through abuse, like insult.
What
from Two-Face? What is from Two-Face from other people?
Verbal abuse, man. Verbal abuse. You know what it is when you are having a conversation with your friends on the table, even strangers. Then you want to say something, they'll be like, you really cannot say that because your husband is a public. You know what I'm saying?
But now,
you know what I mean? Like, so you don't have that chill now. So she doesn't have that respect. You know, that dignity of a woman saying, Baba, my bola na my bola. Everybody, maybe 5 people on that table, 3 probably have seen Two-Face's bola. So that's it.
Bro, When you do 20 years in law
she
school,
no
you know
get
the
she go
defender.
chill now, brother. So she no get any conversation. And then if you had watched that Rich Famous and whatever TV show, bruh, she was insulted a lot based on this thing. You know what I'm saying? And then even when Two-Face came on the show, Two-Face was saying something about, Two-Face was very pro polygamy, and even when she was right there, Two-Face was just saying all this. And people was
I
like
think
surprised,
Two-Face
like,
is speaking for all men. But
yeah, what do
continue.
you mean? Why are you still saying this? Even when it is your truth, why are you saying this and when your wife is there?
Make it lie.
Like,
Make it lie until
chill,
he kill
Baba,
himself.
wait, chill. So at least have some sort of respect for your wife. But when you don't have no respect for your wife, and then you are pro polygamy, it doesn't
Please
make sense.
Make her run answer
You know?
your question.
I deal
Reply
with you, but
that
I'm just so why a lot of Nigerian women in quotes are like you break up if you want to break up, divorce if
now
you want to break
because
up,
in
but
a
don't bring it
woman.
on social
Now
Again,
because in a woman. If you
keep
flip
saying
the
it.
genders, we will not have any trouble with it. I guarantee you. There are so many women where go divorce with their spouse, and they will give you a reason as flimsy as, oh, the sex wasn't good anymore. And everybody go be like, say, well, that's a good reason. We don't want them to start
I said
cheating in
it's
the
not.
marriage.
If the sex is bad, they will not leave you.
No, I'm not saying that will be the reason. They can come out and say that is the reason, right? And we will not crucify the lady. We will understand that, okay, yes, she doesn't want to maybe start disrespecting him. That's what she did. We always find reason in the woman's excuse. Now, you said that Two-Face went to the show. I don't even watch the show, but that time that he did it, it's in trend.
It was even that part that I'm
Yes,
saying
that
was on.
part trended. I don't watch the show, but I saw that clip. The thing is, we said it earlier in this conversation. We all knew the kind of person he was. Before she got married to him, he has been like that. Is the definition of as he was in the beginning, is now I ever will live.
What with that?
He was like that before. She was even saying there was one clip that was going around where she was saying, my first child was his fifth child. You knew that, but you still chose to marry him. We don't want to paint her as maybe she was going for fame. Nobody wants to look at that. Nobody wants to look at the angle that she wanted to be married to a popular person. Yes, she was an actress.
King, no forget say Annie don't date to Baba since when to Baba na nobody.
But it's not compulsory to marry him now. You don't get.
But then again, this was your boyfriend. This was your boyfriend before he became who he
is not your
property.
The essence of dating is for us to gauge each other's behavior. So when we're gauging each other's behavior, you already knew that he had this behavior. That was the time for you to back out. But what did you do? You chose to invest all your lifetime into it. And that's why I said savior mentality.
But bro, if Two-Face and Annie were in Australia and legally married by Australian laws, she would have divorced Two-Face and taken half his property.
Yeah. So the problem is the savior mentality I mentioned.
It's not even savior mentality. I kind of think that yes, there's a bit of savior mentality there, but I think there's one part that we're missing.
Hope you can have 5 minutes.
Oh,
Hope he's asking if he wants to. Yeah, sure, you can have 5 minutes. Yeah.
What is it? Hope. Yes, I've sent him requests.
So you knew somebody was promiscuous. You went ahead to marry the person, but you are the victim.
Yes.
How are you the victim?
She's a woman.
No, exactly. We are now speaking the same language.
And I'm saying she's the victim of us. He's promiscuous. She wasn't promiscuous.
No. You don't have
promiscuous. So
she had the choice. She saw the red flag, not even flag. She saw the red carpet, the red house, the red flag,
this guy.
the red town. Everywhere was painted red. But she decided that okay, now that red town I won't go live my life. Because she wanted to come out on the other end as the lady that changed.
But no forget, say Annie done the date to Baba when since she
Exactly.
was like
She's his
14 or
woman.
15 or 16. Now, in woman, he knew this guy before this guy became Two-Face. Like she don't know any
But
other
he was
person.
already
You know,
promiscuous at that time now.
how Bible, how Bible they put up. I know
Before he
no
even
man, I
blow,
know
now he
no
don't dey do
man.
rubbish. Before he blow,
Yeah.
Yeah.
now he don't dey do rubbish. So we said it before, say people will show their behavior when they have money. This one, before he get money, now he don't dey do anything. So what was your intention? What was your thinking at that time? Say when this guy no get money,
So you
he
have to
don't already dey
understand,
sleep around.
if you can't have something, you keep chasing it.
Eh,
So that
eh.
is that's what happened there.
So
If you can't, if the
it's
thing
not
is
a
hard to
big
get,
thing now. It's
you
not.
can't chase.
See, if you do
She's
your
a
house,
victim.
bro, if you do your house, in your account, there's $100,000, right? And there is a car that you want to buy that will cost you $300,000.
Mm-hmm.
You went to the bank to borrow additional $200,000 to buy that car. And then tomorrow, you are crying that the bank interest is killing you. Are you a victim, yes or no? No.
I'm a victim
You,
of the system that gave me that
you
money.
went
Why did they
to
give
the
me?
bank, they told you the percentage, they showed it to you. That this is what you are going to be paying. You said, okay, give it to me.
I'm
See,
still a victim because why are you guys having that kind of
Why are we
unnecessary
giving you
interest rates?
money?
Why should you tell me to go home?
so
Just because I asked for
I'll
the
still
money,
go
you
that
gave it.
God.
Because I come to your bank and ask you, you now give it to me.
Yeah. So
No,
can't you advise me that it's a bad idea?
no,
Right?
no. Take I advise you. So the thing is, she already knew his behavior when he wasn't even a superstar. So what? Even David God that came from rich family, we see video where he pay woman, and you are expecting that this will be different. What are you thinking now?
Jehovah,
No,
sorry.
see,
Sorry.
the thing is, she
Just
was
sorry.
never
What's
to me. She was never
going
a
on,
good.
Hope? You don't have. Can you please switch on your light? We can't see your face.
Oh,
Oh, God.
To me, she was never a victim. It's just that it's easier today to take the side of the woman.
sorry. Hello. Good
Uh,
evening,
Hi.
everyone.
what's going on?
Evening.
It's been a while.
Yes, so happy New Year,
We've been seeing your videos on
I'm
Instagram.
telling
my brother.
you,
We
good
did
Nice
job.
videos,
manage.
man.
Nice videos.
Yeah, thanks.
Welcome to Daper TV.
Yeah, thank you. My brother, I did listen to what you're saying, just that I have a different opinion, you know, and that is why, I was watching the news today. Someone posted about TVC, how some of them had their opinion, which everyone does have. So it's not just about Two-Face and Idibia. We're all learning from everybody. So all these experiences for us to learn. And for me, I will say, from the knowledge I gathered, Annie started dating Two-Face quite early. Yeah, 15 years. At 15, how many of us will make the right choices? Very little. Our choices are very limited. We don't know much. So, and that talks about the environment Annie was growing, an environment that can allow a child at that age to so much absorb herself in another man, with no support. And that can tell you what could have happened to Annie quite early in life.
Mm.
And that tells you that she's also wide. Do you understand? We need to face reality. Chances that she was wide is very, very high. We don't know, but this is just my own analogy. Now you bring it as an adult who is 20. I can tell you that everybody, the way you are is the way you select your friends. So, and most women, they go for people who can accept their excesses. So while we're talking about, Two-Face is this, Two-Face is this, the question is, why did Annie take all these things? Because she needs a man like that who can
God will
also
bless you.
forgive her sins.
God will bless
Mm.
you. God will help me to
You
bless you, especially.
This is the
know,
answer we've been
you know,
looking for.
Say,
she needs a
say,
man.
say, say that thing again for our brothers and sisters that are at the back.
One microphone into it.
So what it means is that all we know is Two-Face sins because it's in public. But the worst sins are the hidden ones. You know, so how much has he taken so much to the point that he says enough is enough? So we should understand that it's not there is a attack going on men now. And if you notice, most people who have cameras today are women. People who are on social media are mostly women. And the more they talk, the more people believe what they are saying. And now our voice are gradually dying down. I tell you, next 10, 15 years, regardless of what you say, nobody will believe you. Our personality is gradually dying down. And that is what you are seeing. The attack you see on Two-Face is not an attack on Two-Face, it's an attack on men. You know, because there is this move of narrative, where people are constantly telling men, enough is enough. You guys are not existing anymore. It is our time to shine. And they forget that turning off our lights doesn't mean that their light shines brighter. You know, we all can shine. And that is the power of social media. What it's doing now is that most people are turning on their cameras. And individuals, once in a while, because of the algorithm, meet one stupid person who is with a camera telling them a woman should be this, a woman should be this, a woman should be this.
God
So
bless you.
you like that picture. The next day, algorithm keep bringing such people, you know. So in your mind, I think everyone in the world believes this now. Oh, this is how it should be. But you don't know this is just the world you've created for yourself on social media. So it might just be 20 people who have that opinion, but that 20 people is only what you see every day. But you think the rest of the world is seeing that. And that is what you are seeing about divorce. Divorce is trending, but it's not that it's trending for positive thing. It's trending because woman believes that is woman empowerment, because some stupid people have put on camera and telling them, leave your marriage. And because they like one of those videos, they're seeing more of that. You know, it's not that a lot of divorce see the way the social media, the algorithm is working, doesn't project the reality. We don't have much divorces. What we have is the world we've created on our screen that we are feeding ourselves with.
The loud minorities. So that's what I was saying about the influence before.
Yeah.
About we are seeing so many celebrities not promote good family lifestyle.
Yeah. Yep.
And they promote those celebrities to our faces.
Yes, that's what is happening now. You know, negativity is thriving. That is just the reality.
And
you know,
the person that was saying men and women are affected equally, it's not the same.
No, we never see. There is no time both genders can be affected equally.
It's just not the same.
It's not. The question I ask people is, when you talk about marriage, who have much to lose? The answer is how do you get married? A man gets married when everything is okay for them. A woman gets married when they don't have anything. So a woman needs marriage to complete them. A man goes for marriage to sacrifice because they believe I have enough to share.
Now, like mission,
you know,
you have to.
Yeah, we need to understand this. It's a reality.
You don't offend some women.
It doesn't matter. They need to face reality. You know, so when and that is why we have a society that is happiness oriented. That is what is striving now. Happiness.
My mental health.
Yeah, I went to work recently and I was asked this question: are you happy with your job? You know, during the breakfast
the review.
Greet. I said, who says I have to be happy with my job? Why do I need to be happy with my job? All I need is to know my job very well and do it and go home. I don't need to be happy. And that is the society we live, where everybody's happiness oriented. When I'm not happy, I leave. Nobody talks about sacrifice. Nobody talks about discipline. It's about happiness. There's no sense of responsibility anymore. So when I'm not happy, I pack my bag, and that is women oriented.
So one woman, person for chat, at the phone, person for chat, don't write one thing. And that's what the problem
all the women will stop watching.
No.
See, the person don't write. See, the statement only applies in Nigeria. So it doesn't apply in Western countries. And that's why in the Western countries, you have the statistic that shows that most women are antidepressant drugs.
Yeah.
They are unhappy because the society will push them to get that divorce first. Then after they've gotten the divorce, then you are depressed. Then you have to go and medicate yourself. You need therapists.
this is a small talk we're having here. The reality is that if we actually observe what is going on, the world is going crazy. You know,
Seriously.
we don't have people who are patient anymore. You know, and that is why it is worse in the Western world. Is the reality is very simple. Is because we are already at the edge naturally. People are struggling already, so their patient and tolerance level is very low.
No,
You know,
it's because like I
excuse
think
me, and then they have a society where you are being urged to live. You know, if you're not happy, leave.
what you're
And you know that,
incentivized to do.
yes, and you know that you're gonna gain more by living. But
No,
that is an illusion.
you think you are going
But
to
that is
gain
an
more.
illusion.
They make
Yeah, that's why I say, yeah, that is an illusion. So, and that is why here in Australia, the statistics 2022 show that 60% of people who divorce get married again. So why do they get married again? I will leave that out.
No,
You understand?
no, I beg, no, leave him out. Bring him in.
I think it goes back to what I said before, Chris.
Because first,
When
one,
the marriage reaches its peak,
yeah,
and the fun is over,
yeah,
some people cannot continue further again. When it just becomes only duty and there's nothing left to do,
yeah.
So
and they're
that's
like,
the
I'm
problem.
packing
The
my
problem
bags
is
and I'm out.
when
And
you
they will
guys
be,
were dating, were you dating for vibes? Which is the problem.
but that's what
When you were dating,
they sell to people, that marriage is vibes.
yeah. So when you're
See,
telling the people like saying me
Vibes
and the
and
guy we
cruise.
have to be vibing,
no,
that's where the problem comes in. Because vibes,
no. The preaching we have about marriage today, and that is why I'm saying we need to start on following some people on social media, you know, to stop feeding us with nonsense. The reality is that marriage is no longer sacred. Marriage is now a lifestyle. We should understand that. People get married for a status sake. It's a lifestyle now. You know, I need to get married to a rich man to look like this, to be this, to show love, you know,
no, to even to tick the boxes, to
romance,
have
you
this
know.
glamorous
So
wedding day,
yeah,
your
so
wedding clothes, all those things are part of the what
yeah,
they need to do, the
yeah.
boxes they need to put.
So when you get to that lifestyle, which is marriage, that you think is gonna be all popping, then you're not seeing popping again. What else? You leave.
Start another one.
So the purpose of it is defeated from the beginning, and that's why it's almost over for people. You know, for those who are getting married now, yeah, it's just God that will help them.
I
Days.
swear, I swear, I swear. Anyone you don't listen to, especially men with a single now, don't sorry for
Please go down.
Yeah,
I swear.
but
I don't be
you can
like
see the signs. The signs are everywhere. You know, the
My guy
signs
don't
are
come out for
everywhere.
marriage. He's
You know, no, the signs are everywhere. How many people still maintain three years relationship? You know. Then we used to hear we have been dating for 5 years, 6 years. I'm not saying it's good to date for a long time, but it shows sense of commitment. You know, how many people are doing it now? You can't. 3 months is done.
6 months again. 6 months again, a long relationship. Before, if you date person less than a year, you're saying a short relationship. Now 6 months a long relationship.
First time giving an anniversary for 6 month relationship, like friends gathering or barbecue celebration, or we've been dating for
You'll be
6 months.
wondering what are you celebrating? You will never even know relationship. Don't say 6 months anniversary.
You don't spoil.
Yeah. No, there's a big problem. I'm not saying, see, to be clear, I'm not putting the blame on women. I'm putting the blame on all of us, both men and women. There's a problem. There's a big problem.
Okay.
But the thing is, at the end of the day, when it comes to marriage, I think the ball stuff, men have to take some responsibility anyway. But in 2025, it looks like it's in the woman's court now. Especially if you're in the Western world, it's in the woman's hand. If you want to have long-lasting marriage, it's in your hand.
Yeah.
Or else maybe you marry someone that's abusive. When I mean abusive, I mean the real life abusive, not the one that he disagreed with you. You now woke up the next morning and said it's emotional abuse. That's not what I'm talking. I'm talking about like real abuse.
Yeah.
If you want to have a long-lasting relationship in the West, he did the woman hand.
He did both hands, so he did both. understand?
You know, get waiting you want to do as man.
No,
For,
you get.
for the West. Oh,
So
yeah. Maybe
I
like
think
now when
most
I go
divorces are
disagree.
instigated by women. So I think yeah, I'm not saying the responsibility lies with the woman, but most of the divorces are
More.
instigated by the
That's what I'm
women.
saying.
So I think
Ini,
there's
allow this
some
experienced man to talk.
no, but it's statistics now. Most of the are they divorced? If anybody here divorced, so
But
you
they are
don't have
married.
experience
But
with
they are
divorce now.
married now. They are living with
But are
women.
they divorced?
We are not
I'm talking about divorce
divorced.
now.
You don't plan to be. So the truth of the matter is, like we were saying before, we are always quick to see reasons in women's excuses. Going back to this Annie thing, there is rumor, allegedly, as we will say in today's world, that there is issue of drug use, right? Nobody knew about that till now. There was a time when the two of them were having their rift where even our own brother came out to say things against her. But we still supported the woman. Nobody wanted to hear any excuse that's against the woman. Now the man has decided that okay, I've done enough. Let me be going. Whether it's for selfish reason or for good reason, he chose.
For selfish reasons. We now know.
Okay, Mo will decide that no, it
And
might not be
also,
selfish
you know,
reason.
if Two-Face was in Australia, he will not divorce.
True. That's
Why
Uh-huh.
do
but
why do you
Annie
think
would not
so?
divorce her. Annie would
Why do you
Annie
think
would
Because
not
he will
divorce
lose
her before.
half of his stuff, so he will not
But
divorce.
But Annie
You
would
know
not
that?
divorce her
Let
before that.
see. I don't agree with you.
Ah,
You know, there is a certain level you will reach in life. You understand that you don't need so much wealth. What you need is peace. You know, and I think he has gotten to that level. You know, and that's why he's doing what he's doing. I think he will do it wherever he is.
No,
You know,
if
so why I'm
I
saying
agree,
that is
that
because
he will not
a
be the
lot
one
of
to
people in
instigate
this country are still married because of that. They just don't want to lose everything they've worked for
because they don't
and
have
be homeless.
anything. They don't
But
have
now
anything.
Annie could not divorce her.
They don't
Or
have
she would have
anything.
divorced him.
It's simple. It wouldn't have been him, it would have been her.
So, okay, can I ask you a question? Why does a woman how do women pick husbands? What do you think? Why do you think the woman is okay, I want to get married to this guy? What do you think is the main reason why she does that? Why she picks that guy as her husband? Just any guy.
Now women go fit answer that one. But the reason
But
why
as a
the
man, why
question
do you
you asked
think
at
she
the
picked
beginning,
you?
the reason why the question you asked at the beginning is why do they marry these maybe terrible men or
No,
something?
let's even forget about the terrible men now. Just generally
You say,
speaking,
why do
why do you think a
you think
woman?
your wife picked you?
Yes, why do you think this woman's okay? Is this guy I'll marry?
Now she go fit answer.
I, I I can tell you why a woman will pick a man.
Oh yeah.
Why?
Women, and I might be wrong, but it's what I think. I think, and it has to do with men also. The man goes, if you go into a shop, you pick what you can afford,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
You might like the other toys, but it's the one you can afford you will leave that shop with.
They will so cancel you.
Same thing applies to the woman also. She wants the guy with the Lamborghini, but the best she can do is the one in front of her. Now, that one in front of her now, the resources he has, what he can afford, is she comfortable with it? Yes or no? Yes, she is. She will
Yeah.
stay with that one. And
You think
there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with a
nothing,
woman
but you are
looking
wrong.
out for herself. Because you don't be with a broke guy and have kids, right? So there's all this other stuff,
My brother,
dependency and all that.
You
Yeah.
you
I
are
will have
wrong.
to go. Someone is
Okay.
Okay.
waiting for me.
That's
So
Yeah.
there's
The reason
nothing
why
wrong
Thank you. See you
with
guys.
the woman
Thanks for your time.
looking out for herself. There's nothing wrong with that. So
now
it goes
the truth
both
of the
ways also
matter
with the man.
is not
What I
always like
think,
that.
but what I'm getting to is what I think happens and why we have high divorce rate is because the thing the man could give the woman was resources, right?
Mm-hmm.
But now, when she's married to you, she now legally can split those resources in half and not have to be with you. Does that make sense?
The statement makes sense, but in real life it
No,
doesn't.
in real life, that is
In
what is actually happening.
2025, no,
No, but that's
currently
what's
happening, yes.
happening.
No,
Like
no, you
people are
asked me
getting
a question,
divorced
why did
literally
I think my own wife
just to
got
take.
married to me then? So if
What?
the person would be say you started dating when you had nothing. You had not you don't get everything you want to provide to the person.
They play the long game. You are not getting it.
Now you see
They
that now
do.
where I would different
So
women
it's
now.
not all women. It's not all women. You're getting
I
it
know.
twisted. we're talking of modern day now. We're not talking of mothers. Or, even in modern day, we have some women that are different. But just generally speaking, that's not how it works.
Yeah, the thing is,
Based on
most
what you
women,
can
if I
provide,
even generalized
and
statement,
there's nothing
but
wrong with it.
King
There's
Buta,
nothing wrong with that.
but the thing is that right. The thing is that right. Even you, will be man, before
Yeah.
you say I want to marry this woman, there's something that you've seen, and
Thank
that's
you.
why you are like, I'm gonna settle with
Yes.
this woman. You do whatever, you present whatever. Like when you are looking for a job, you are coming with your resume. You know what I'm saying? This is my best shot. You will give it your best shot when you are being selected for an interview. So when
Your
you meet
head
that
is
woman,
there,
you want to give
Prince.
it your best shot. Definitely. So whether you have helicopter, you go bring and come. You get aeroplane, you go bring and come. You get Lamboni, you go bring and come. It's up to her to be like, okay, fine. Because at the end of the day, everybody wants to be with someone that is able to provide, right? So
Yes.
at the end of the day, the conversation of
poor
what does
people they
he or
marry.
what does she bring to the table, subconsciously we ask ourselves, we know you know. You know what I'm saying? So you can already tell the noun, you can tell the future because of what you've seen from the
Yes.
antecedent. So I don't think there's anything wrong with a woman wanting to settle down with
There is nothing
whoever.
wrong.
No,
So now,
My
there's nothing
argument is
wrong.
not that there's something wrong with it. My argument is not always accurate.
so
So
Praise. Okay,
when I
continue.
say it's not accurate, it's because when you start dating, if you even go, okay, let's not use our father's this thing. Like if I use my own, for example, when we started dating, you can't project to the future that you see me in Australia doing things with you. We're dating when we're in Nigeria, when nobody had prospect of
Now, why
travel.
she never leave you?
You don't get. Then the two of us had no prospect of traveling. We were dating in Nigeria, okay with our Nigerian circle. You get. So it's not. I think sometimes it's about, like I said, your interest. The two of you goals. That okay, this is what I'm planning to do in the future. This is what I want to do. This is what you want to do. My own goals are aligning with your goals. So when you guys are doing, you are bonding on those kind of levels. It doesn't matter what you are having now.
Yeah, but in these days, they know they bond on all these things.
So
Now. You
that's
don't
why
get what that guy
I
said.
sorry for una we never married. That's what I've said it before. Say, una we never married. Now it's like transaction. You have to come. You have to come to the table with your PDF file of what you have. I get this. I get this. I get this. You think, what do you have? I get this. I get this. Oh yeah, let's do the balance sheet. I'm sorry for una now.
You see, the thing is that right, it's just very sad because a lot of Gen Zs or people that are not married yet are looking at all these things on the internet, and then the ones that they are supposed to model after, they are not modeling after. The one that's broken, that's the one that'll be like, you were my
But see,
supermodel, you were the
you
one.
cannot
Don't
blame
forget,
them.
but you have parents at home that have had successful marriages. You
It's
have
God.
sisters at home. You
I
have
will
your
defend
village
Gen
head.
Z.
Why are you not modeling after your village head? Why are you not modeling after your
Praise.
siblings or even your
Make I
parents?
tell
You
you
are
one thing.
modeling after Two-Face and Annie.
Make
So any
I
marriage
tell you
now will
one
break.
thing.
You'll be like, oh, they were my favorite couple, blah blah blah. How about the rest of the celebrities that have got perfect marriages? That's the problem. We just dwell on social media, and this is what consumes us. That should never be
It's
what.
not just that. There is one bitter truth. The bitter truth is good behavior is difficult to model. It's difficult to take after good behavior than to take after bad behavior. If, if I gave you the chance in your 20s to sleep around more or to just be with one girl, it's
Justice
difficult for
for
man.
single people.
For single people in your 20s when you were single, if you had choices, it takes more effort on your part to go with the good choice than to go with the bad. The bad choices are always very easy to take. They seem very, very easy. The consequences are the difficult ones. Now the consequences go teach you lesson, but the actions are always very easy. My friends are doing this. Let me just join and do it. It seems very easy, but it's difficult for you to say, despite the fact my friends are doing this, I choose not to. It's difficult. So you cannot blame them. Bad behavior they always sweet. They always sweet at the beginning. Now the consequences now be the problem. And that's why I said at the beginning that advices they always sweet for our years when we're younger. When your parents were telling you that time, say when you want marry, you not do this one, you go look say, what are these people saying now? When you have all these choices, how they will tell you say me just May you just settle with this one because he get good behavior. When this one get this one, that you get that one, you get this one.
All right,
So you
guys, it's
have
past
to
10.
censor what you're saying.
Let's wrap it up.
Anyway, I mean,
Just
King Huta, honestly, before we wrap up, we just really want, I know we've said this before, and we just wanted to extend our condolences again to you.
Thank you.
And we want to believe that you are doing well, you're in a better place, you know, and we believe, because we are believers, we believe that your mom is in a better place too. And like, honestly, I cannot imagine how that phase was for you. I
Yeah.
couldn't imagine how you navigated through, you know, the trauma, the pain, and having your dad around, you know, with your newborn, your wife, your job, bruh. Like, it's just, I had you in my mind, I had you in my prayers, and I was able to watch your funeral because your wife has sent
The
the
link.
link, so I was able to watch some work, and it was good. Well done. That was good, and I'm sure we are all proud of you. And again, my condolences to you as well. And thank you for always coming on Daper TV to share your thoughts, you know, even when you are super busy.
I like to take cruise for chat.
You now, because of you, would they come? I would have called in sick today. Because I have called in sick. I would have called in sick. I'm like, nah, King Huta is going to be waiting for us to come online. I don't want to disappoint King Huta. I'm going to come. Then I came.
I like this. Thanks, man. Thanks, man.
But thank you so much. I really, really appreciate you. And yeah.
Thank you.
All right, so let's just wrap up. Ini, what do you think? What's your conclusion on this?
No conclusion. Single people are finished, according to you guys.
People are finished.
Oh God. All right, guys, let's wrap it up. Thanks for coming on, Hunter, praise, and thanks to everyone in the comment sections. Have a good night.